Well, starting your own business can be a daunting task, but that's exactly what one Charlottean did 23 years ago. Here's the story of a woman who started her beloved bakery in her parents' kitchen. Carolina Impact's Suzette Ree introduces us to Tiz Benson and the shop full of desserts she named Tizerts.
Every step of baking is an exact science. Carefully measured and mixed ingredients, carefully timed intervals in the oven, and the art of carefully creating with frosting and other sweets. On this day, we have a front row seat to where the culinary magic happens. Yes, many of them are so beautiful you almost don't want to mess it up by eating it. Almost, that is. There is the famous Tizerts flour cake, which fans recognize on sight. The apple blossom cake is another favorite. Watching these gorgeous creations come to life is pretty amazing, and the woman who started it all is Tiz Benson, born and raised right here in the Queen City. She began her bakery in 1995, and 23 years later, she has touched generations of clients.
The young birthdays, and then as they get older, and then they have the weddings, and then when they have the baby showers, it is just fantastic. And we love it when they say, well, we have to have a Tizerts cake.
Tiz and her team have worked tirelessly over the years to garner that kind of loyalty. When ordering a cake for a 50th birthday, the Tizerts cake is a priority.
Are there colors going on for the party? Certain colors?
We're going to have the cake and then figure out the color.
Benson says her love of baking came from her mother, who was a talented homemaker.
She was just really good at everything she put her mind to. And if something needed to be done, she did it. And if something needed to be fixed, she fixed it.
With that kind of self-reliance as a daily example, it's not surprising that Tiz Faison Benson did not shy away from launching a bakery business from her parents' kitchen. And from the beginning, manager Anita Stack has been there.
At the beginning, it was just she and I, and so a lot of the stuff we did was a little more freestyle. But then, let's say you come in and you order a Tizerts flour cake, and you get it this time, the next time you get it, you want it to look the same. So that's where I came in. So we're making set patterns that look like they're not set patterns, that they are freestyle, but everything has a reason, a rhyme, you know, a set place to where every flower goes, every leaf, so that each time the cake looks the same, unless I'm going to design something for you specific that's a one-time cake.
It's an art form that Stack and Benson have taught their staff, as staff that's been together for years. A dedicated team that allows Tizerts Bakery to have a strong wholesale business as well.
We like to make sure that everybody's happy. So instead of making one cake for 3 days, I'm going to make, 100 chocolate truffle cakes, and I'm going to make everybody happy.
We wanted the cakes to be really moist and soft and not so sticky sweet. So we really work hard to make sure the ingredients are good, the buttercream is soft, and everything is made so that it will be moist and delicious.
While Tizerts does make its share of wedding cakes and other specialty cakes for lifetime celebrations, getting her cakes into 8 Harris Teeter stores was a major accomplishment.
The great thing about having the wholesale customers is we have this constant flow of steady business every week.
The push and popularity for locally owned and locally made certainly plays to Benson's strengths. She admits, though, there were some very tough times over the years.
There are challenges. The economy in 2008 was a hard knock. So I had to decide whether to keep going or not. So we've had to make some adjustments.
Benson is also a wife and a mom to teenagers, which keeps her plenty busy. But it does help that her husband and children are fans of the bakery.
They tease me because they say that I don't bring things home enough.
More than 20 years later, Benson and the Tizerts team are still going strong. They'd like to find more ways to teach the art of cake decorating, and through such efforts, find ways to give back to the community.
I'm always listening out for what's next, but I really love what I do.
I think your parents would be proud.
Oh, I hope so.
She began her business near Uptown in 1995, creating these beautiful desserts. Today, many would agree these have become a signature part of the city.
Suzette joins me in the studio now, and okay, I was drooling over the story, and then you had to go and bring treats that I feel like my diet is ruined and I haven't eaten a thing.
Well, I mean, that's true for all of us, but cupcakes are a great way to show you just the variety that Tiz Benson makes, and they are delicious.
Okay, so you've tasted them, and I'm going to take your word on that because they look amazing. Talk to us a little bit about the fact that, you know, it's always interesting to leave a corporate job
Yes.
and follow your passion, and even though she has that training from culinary school in Paris?
Yes, as well as New York. She does have that training, but she found her passion. And Tiz Benson is someone who is very intuitive to sort of what God or life has planned for her. And even though she was in a button-down suit sort of job, this passion called to her. So she literally started in her parents' kitchen and evolved into this.
And it's amazing, and now she likes to help others in the business, but they don't have to have those fancy culinary pedigrees that she has.
That's exactly right. She teaches this along with Anita, her manager. They teach sort of in a trade environment. So amongst the help that they do have, they eye the ones that show an interest and then really train them to be able to do this. And, you know, it's very artistic and they're great at it.
Let's talk about the ingredients. She's really particular about knowing where the ingredients come from, and it's all locally sourced and super high quality.
Absolutely. I mean, she was farm to table long before the rest of us knew that phrase. I mean, the eggs that go into these cupcakes, she knows the farm that they come from because they're delivered to her that way. And she's very passionate about those ingredients that go into the cake, and her signature is to make them delicious, but not too sweet, not too sticky, and she's got that right combination, and that's also what she teaches the people that she has.
Okay, so we're going to wrap this up so our staff can eat all the cupcakes. And I appreciate you sharing Tiz's story with us. It's a great story.
Thank you.